Hey, just going to go over the election reform stuff. So apparently the Liberals have signed it into law, so that's cool. Good for them. They did something good. So there is a $90 million cap for the entire party, for any party, and there's an $800,000 cap per electorate. So each individual candidate, you'll only be able to have advertising expenses saying, Billy Bob for, one of the Maribyrnong or something, right? So 800,000 is allowed to have their face on it. What David Pocock has brought up is, oh, but you could have 800K and then, spend 2 million as a party because it's part of the 90 million. Thing is, there's like 150 or more to see. 151 electorates, I'm pretty sure. So, 90 divided by that is less than 800K. I think it's closer to like 580K or something. So, these reforms will mean that parties can't spend 800K on every seat. Now, I don't think they currently spend 800K on every seat, but pretty sure last election, Labor maybe spent something like 110 million, and Liberals spent something like 130 million. And that's a lot of money that they're pissing about on on election campaigning, right? That's all of those ads, there's a hole in your budget, and then they had two budget surpluses, so the ads are lies. And so, first of all, um, what this will probably actually do, if anything, is we'll probably have with Australia, probably there'll be sections where Labor will stake their territory and, the coalition will stake their territory and Labor will stake their territory and coalition and Labor and coalition or whatever, right? They'll probably stake their territory and they'll spend their full 800K in certain areas and they won't spend as much in a bunch of other areas. And what will happen, electorate by electorate, is you'll end up with something like, Labour, bloody, 800K. And if this is a safe Labour seat, plus 10, maybe coalition is like, meh, 50. But what this does is it means that like Greens might decide to have a bite and spend their 800K allotment there. This will probably actually create definite third party seats where Labor and Liberal just can't spend enough to compete in all of the seats. So they're calling it a stitch up, saying that it will cement the two party system, but it might actually have the opposite effect. You know, um, I think mostly they're complaining because what what a green strategy has been is to nationally um, collect a lot. Oh my God, nationally collect 20 million, and then they'll plonk like 2 million into one seat, and that's how they win a few seats, a few target seats. And you know, uh, is that okay? I mean, from people arguing about this, it's okay when a Greens does it, but what if a Clive Palmer does it? He has a senator. He's got a United Australia Party senator. Money talks, and regardless of all of the weird little loopholes and stuff, what this will do is maybe a major party will have a big war chest of money, right? But it'll be filtered down so that we only get 800K and 90 million spent per year. And I think that's good. That's a good first step. Keep in mind, we had like nothing. You know, you had to like declare stuff eventually before, and now you have to declare stuff way earlier. And there's frickin' spending caps. This is a good thing. And it could have been better if the fucking crossbench actually accepted that change was coming and maybe it will electorally hurt them a little bit this time. But they couldn't accept that. They wanted to spend like 1.5 million, 2 million. They wanted to spend their millions to win individual seats because as an independent, you don't have a brand. And if you don't have a brand, people can only trust you as far as the advertising that you get out. And, I think sticking to a brand has its benefits. I know what Labor's about, and if I look at their publicly available thing that says all of the goals of the Labor Party, then I know what they're going to do. I know what they want to do. I know what they're going to do. They care about workers. If I check the Liberal one, I know what they're going to do. They're just going to shit on everyone and give corporate tax breaks and cut service.